Levy Jones started racing when he was just 7 years old. Growing up in a family full of race car drivers, the Tacoma, Washington native found his way to West Michigan this summer to race at one of the best short tracks in the country. And next week, he'll do it at the national level. Take a look.
So I got into racing when I was 7. My family had been in racing for years.
He started with quarter midgets, then Levy raced legends, and when he was 16, he got into late model cars. Now he races weekly at one of the country's premier short tracks right here in West Michigan.
I'd watched Berlin for years on Flow Racing, just watching the weekly races, and I actually got into it just through kind of connections. My media guy that I've been working with for a while now kind of mentioned running here this season, and through there just kind of everything developed into running here for the season.
So at 18 years old, he packed up a trailer and made the 33-hour drive from Tacoma, Washington to Marne.
Trying to fit like the little bit of furniture that I had in the race trailer with the car and everything. That part was fun, but moved in pretty quick. I think it was a 3-day drive, and when we're driving, we've went to North Carolina and back all the way to Washington, so we're used to the longer drives, so 12-14-hour driving days isn't super hard for us, but it was definitely a challenge.
As hard as it was to let their oldest child move away, his parents were in full support of his cross-country move.
They were good with it. I mean, it was a bit hard for them just knowing that I'd be on my own this time. Like, I've traveled around for racing a lot and lived in a lot of places, so it was a little bit harder for them, especially for my mom. So that part was difficult, but yeah, it was a little bit hard, but they were very excited for the opportunity for sure.
His parents and younger sister have all traveled to visit him since his move this spring, and his dad will be back this week for easily what will be his biggest race yet, the Money in the Bank 150.
Nervous, excited, all of it. Just excited to see how I do and just learn more. A little nervous because it's, there's a lot of cars, a lot of really big name guys, so that part's always nervous and exciting, It's like, it's a lot of different emotions going into it.
He hopes to meet and chat with past winners like Eric Jones and Carson Hocevar this week ahead of the race. His ultimate goal is to end up in their shoes, one day driving a Cup Series car.
I think just about every driver wants to go to the NASCAR, but really my goal is make a career out of racing as a driver. Cup Series is great, like that's, obviously that's where I want to go, but there's only 36 cars every Sunday, so that's where it gets a little harder. Like, I want to make a career out of racing.